Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad to see you all here at Antone's. And we gather one more time, going out at night in the dark to this strange, not quite clean room to be shoulder to shoulder with strangers. We can worship the mystery. She was beautiful as an ambulance at midnight, sweet as a practice promise, hungry as a video arcade. And I was lost as a coyote on Main Street, desperate as the last day of summer, running like a dog on a chain. She said, I like you, and I said, well, I would like to too. Why don't we get away? She took me in, chewed me up, and said, I hope you'll stay. And I hollered, where will I find her? Where will I find her? Where will I find her? Where will I
that taxi stays on the right side, sharing a history of its own divide. Nobody told me it was over. Nobody told me it would be this way. How in the world did you find me? How in the world? I'm going, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. I'm going home. I'm Nobody told me it was over. Nobody told me it would be this way. How in the world did you find me? I'm going home. I'm going, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going.
Hello, Internet. How have you been? It's a beautiful Sunday, and by beautiful I mean on fire, here in Texas. And everything's going according to some strange and unusual plan. There's some sort of cosmic order to the universe, but we are not privy to it. And so we will continue to endure. There's a different time a-coming, a bad taste in the wind. The panhandle's burning and the winter's blowing in. Hard times for the stranger, no one keeps them anymore. No one learns their lesson, they just bar the door. The trees on the green belt turn a Lipton brown. Justice, just in letter, no salvation from the weather. I hope we are together when it all comes down. Hope I am with you when it all comes down. On the day the phones go dead, before the hungry come around, when the big boys lose their manners and the children torch the town. I hope I am with you when it all comes down. Tell John he was right, carry what you can from the city's stock of stories, stacked till they can't stand. Ramona has a closet full of cans she keeps around. She's said she's scared of starving when it all comes down. I hope I am with you when it all comes down. On the day the phones go dead before the hungry come around, when the big boys lose their manners and the children torch the town. I hope I am with you when it all comes down. No one cares for the fallen, the clinic's doors are locked. No one here remembers Cassandra's cries are mocked. Beaten plows into pistols, planted brothers neath the ground. A hollow harvest rises, it all comes down. I hope I am with you when it all comes down. On the day the phones go dead before the hungry come around, when the big boys lose their manners and the children torch the town. I hope I am with you when it all comes down. Now I hope you understand why I've chosen now to call. I know that we agreed to let that conversation fall, but there's different times coming, hard times to be alone. And I hope you can hear me. I hope you find this stone. There's just what you brought with you and can wrap your arms around. And if the rapture doesn't take you, I will not forsake you. And I hope I am with you when it all comes down. I hope I am with you when it all comes down. On the day the phones go dead before the hungry come around, I leave nothing but a letter for those I would be found. That I've gone to be with you when it all comes down. That was a song that I wrote, and it's off the record Love Songs For and Against. And so now what will we play? I don't know. Let's I don't know. We'll do this one. This is from an earlier record. This is the title track from Can You Live Without? Also, Calico Girl is another release with it on it. See, actually, I recorded the record Can You Live Without a good time ago, but it was on the Antone's record label, and the Antone's record label had financial problems, and then it was a record that I couldn't get, even though I had made it, and I couldn't sell it, anything. So eventually I re-recorded the songs. These are the things that you have to do in the music industry. It's common. Anybody who's in the business for more than one act has a long raging bitch list about the industry. You'll excuse my French. It's a technical term that we use in the industry. It's just part of the cant that we do. But anyway, it goes like this. In times of trouble, we decide what we need, what we take with us, what we leave, and how much of your answers can be believed. Nothing gonna save you if you're deceived. Can you live without water for 5 days? Can you live without shopping when you get paid? Can you live without having someone to blame? Can you live without the loser of your game? Can you live without this fine new car? Can you live without knowing exactly who you are? Did you ever doubt you'd have your house on the hill? Can you live without all the folks who never will? Can you live without your dope? Whatever it might be, kind, mud, or Budweiser, works the same for me. Can you live without them whispering your name? Can you live without cashing in your fame? Can you live without her Boy, you're running out of time. Can you live without her? 'Cause that's the way it's playing out. Can you live without her? Can you live without? Decide what we need, what we take with us, what we leave, and how much of your answers can be believed. Nothing gonna save you if you're deceived. Can you live without her breath on your neck? Can you live without the laughter and the sex? Did you ever doubt you'd have a picture on your wall? Can you live without anybody there at all? Can you live without the callus on your knees? Can you live without the scar that no one sees? Can you live without living by degrees? Can you live without doing exactly as you please? In times of trouble, we decide what we need, what we take with us, what we leave, and how much of your answers can be believed. Nothing gonna save you if you're deceived. That's Can You Live Without? And that's from a record entitled Calico Girl, which you can buy today on the internet. So, I mean, if you still buy music. I know people just don't anymore. It's just something you don't spend money on anymore. And why should you? You already paid so much money for that fine, what do you, I'm not sure what your... Shaking my head no. Oh, you're shaking your head no. Okay, I wasn't sure. We should have talked about that. I didn't understand what that was. Sorry, what was I saying? What I was saying is that more than half of all Americans have never paid any money for music at all. Let's talk about that. Let's deconstruct that just a little bit. When I was growing up, I remember buying 45s and cassette tapes and LPs at the record store. And I had to actually go to the record store, and that was really cool because they had all these great posters on the wall and cool T-shirts that you could buy. And people hanging out there that were really into music. And so if you were interested in music but you didn't know where to start, you had a great opportunity to talk to people and find out what they were interested in. Well, now it's the information age, and everything that you want is brought directly to the device that you are watching me on right now. And usually for free, if you can stomach a couple little banner ads or maybe a pop-up or something like that. But it is different because the income that used to go to musicians has been taken over by the tech industry, by the people who provide the products that you're watching this on and the services that you're watching them through. Those companies, of course, have made so much money that they're stockpiling huge piles of cash overseas because they just can't spend it fast enough. You know, there's just no way for Apple or Google to spend all of the money that they have. And well, a lot of that money came from the entertainment industry and from big companies like Warner Brothers and stuff like that, but also the individual artists like myself. I'm sorry, am I boring you? I'm sure that I am, because I bore me when I say this stuff. But you can make a difference. There is something that you can do because we have our digital handout. We are asking for your help. If you like this sort of thing and you appreciate independent artists, you could support us either by giving money to Venmo or PayPal, which our address is right here on the screen, or by going to patreon.com and becoming a Patreon subscriber, where we will send extra content to you, such as lessons on how to play the harmonica, interviews, and additional content. And on the 21st, we're going to have a special show for all our friends who are on Patreon. So we're trying to reinvent the music industry because the music industry was already pretty ill even before the world got sick with the COVID virus. And now, we were told for a long time, well, you just need to make your money playing live, which was fine for me because I've spent my entire life as a live musician. I really haven't had any other job than being a band leader, running my own record company, and being a professional musician. But now, with the onset of the COVID virus, me being in a small room with people, with me yelling and spitting and singing like that, that's the wrong thing for me to do. I understand that. So I'm staying in because that's the best thing that I can do for you and everybody else in the world. That's the best gift that we can give everyone, is by keeping our physical interaction limited and maintaining a safe distance. But we can also do that while maintaining a social connection through the same products and services that I was degrading earlier. So, it's a complicated world. There are no really simple answers. What are we to do about any of this? I have no idea, but I do know how to play the guitar. So let's do that instead. All right, so thank you for coming to my TED Talk. We should give the people what they want. And what do they want? I'll tell you. I could paint a masterpiece, something good and fine. But if you want to make your mark and have the world give you a dime, there is only one sure way, guaranteed to impress. Paint yourself a pretty girl, but forget to paint the dress. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. Make the world go round. Now I'd like to write a novel. Well, better yet, a flick about a zombie outbreak. You know, that stuff just makes me tick. And the last living girl will finally see the hero that's inside of me, as I mow down rotting loved ones and find a place to put my. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. Make the world go round. Sing the saddest song, throw down my hat for dollars, dimes, and nickels, but what's the sense in that? Now, if you want a seat on the money train, there is one sure bet. Keep that dance floor humming, make the girls' panties wet. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. Make the world go round. Is that good? Yeah, hey, girl. Well, all right, I shall.
took you out to the show. We went strolling down by the river and watched the sun sink way down low. You say it's been a perfect night as I stand here outside your door. Only one thing missing to keep me coming back for more. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. Make the world go round. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. You got to put a little sex in it. Make the world go round. Make that 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 world go round. Well, I mean, maybe we could just hold hands for a little while. Yes, sex. And that's what we're selling here on the internet. We're all about it. And if you're too young to understand what I mean, turn this off right now. Go get your parents. Go tell them what you did. And go sit in the corner. And if you're too old to know what I'm saying, how did you figure out how to watch this? I don't understand. It doesn't matter. It's not important. It's not important. We're going to move right on ahead and get on to more disasters. Here's a song about a disaster. This is a song that Blind Willie Johnson recorded about the sinking of the Titanic. Blind Willie Johnson was a gospel guitar player, and although you can't see it because you're looking this way, on the other side of the camera, there is here in the South Austin Enormodome, the place that we shoot the show from. I have in an envelope a little piece of charred wood that Michael Cochran gave me, who is that comes from Blind Willie Johnson's house, and we're going to do this song by Blind Willie Johnson about the sinking of the Titanic. Like I said, Blind Willie Johnson was a gospel guitar player and would play on Sunday afternoons just like this when people were leaving the churches with his hand out, with his hat out, just like this, actually. So this is part of a grand tradition of American folk music, but now this is the cyber version. And if you were looking to try to make your point about the hubris of man with the people who were coming out of the churches, a song about the sinking of the Titanic, the biggest moving thing that had been made by mankind up to that point, that they claimed that even God could not sink. Well, this story pretty much made its point for you. So we're going to do this song. This is God Moves on the Water by Blind Willie Johnson. Titanic from that buoy, people that run and pray, God move. I know, well on the wild, and the people that run and pray, men who have been watching, they thought they were tired when they heard that a great excitement, many gunshots were fired. God move. I know, well on the wild. Smith gave orders, women and children first. Men on the lifeboats hollered it out, men on the lifeboat first. God move. I know, well on the water, and the people that run and pray. Yes, sir. Well, I've just been handed a list.
And I just appeared.
Jessica Bailey, ladies and gentlemen, she's the technician who is pulling strings and running the bicycle generator to keep this show on the air. So we'd like to thank Steve from Florida. I think I've heard of this Steve from Florida. I'm not entirely sure, but
D-A-D, Dad.
yes, thanks, Dad. Heather Hooper from Louisiana. Steve Young here, right here from in ATX. Sky Shotwell from Italy, Texas. Kim Yar, Vera Frey from Norway. Is that right? Is that yeah, okay? Good. And is that Phyllis from Austin? Doc Vibes from San Diego, and Bonnie Holder, our good friend who's in New Mexico, I believe. So thank you everybody for joining us here today, and it is always our pleasure to get to play for you. And look, Jessica Bailey's here. Would you like to sing a song?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to sing a song. I need to tune this little guitar I had somewhere around here. Oh, I'm gonna scoot this mic back a little bit. How are you guys doing out there? Are you having a good Sunday brunch? Are you brunching?
Feel free to reply in the comments because we're definitely interested, and even if we don't get to it because our fingers are busy while we're playing music, we would love to know what's going on, and what's news for you, and also any comments about the music that we're doing, any questions that you have, or observations, or even requests, although we won't necessarily get to them in real time. It might be the next show.
We'll see what we can do. If you request one that we just magically practiced yesterday, you never know. It might just happen. But we want to make this as interactive as possible.
Hey, look, Coyote says loves the slide. Coyote is a great musician and one of the great guitar players to come out of this area. And
have I met him yet?
I don't know if you have. But cheers. It's good to know you're out there. And you too, Sue. Sue has a request for American Tune, the Paul Simon song, and I'll try to play that a little bit later. So.
Love you, Sue. She's been sending me some djembe
lessons.
Yeah, I have not even had a chance to watch one of them yet. So I need to capo on this. Sorry, I'm late to the game because I was setting.
Because she was doing all the technical stuff.
So, you can show them our cool thing.
Oh yes. So we're in a state of denial, state of decay and denial, because we live on applause. We're live musicians, and without that, we fade away to nothingness. But as long as you're out there watching, it helps a little bit. And also, just got this fun thing on the internet, so whenever we get really desperate.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. It's sort of like an inhaler for musicians. You know, it's like so much better.
I'm trying to remember it. And you're my music. What could go wrong?
Sorry.
If God had a name, what would it be? And would you call it to his face? If you were faced with him and all his glory, what would you ask if you had just one question? And yeah, God is, I'm gonna remember it, yeah. that. I'm learning so many different chords every day. So this is the C I wanted.
Right,
But
the
the
C9.
C written on my notes is this one.
Yeah, yeah.
But it sounded fun.
But it's that C9.
Yeah, I totally nailed it. They don't even know. It was just perfect. It was great. I knew exactly what I was doing.
So I guess that is by Joan Osborne.
It is by Joan Osborne, yeah.
How about that?
If I had written it, perhaps I would have remembered the chords. So if you're tuning in, which I assume you are since you heard me say that, we're doing a raffle on our Sunday brunch and Monday night shows for this CD. If you win and you already have this CD, we definitely will let you pick a different CD. So don't let that discourage you. We've got CDs, we've got posters, we've got CDs/DVDs, and it's essentially a raffle. All you have to do to be entered is to send a donation. The information's right here. I'll write it in the comments as well. If you send a donation, you'll be entered into the raffle to win a CD that hopefully you have a contraption you can play it on.
A CD? What's that?
It's this guy. It's a compact disc.
A compact disc.
Yeah. It's
As
like
opposed to a
plate.
large disc.
It's like a plate with all your songs on it.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and if you win it and you don't care, you could just use it as a coaster.
Yes.
Or a tiny plate.
Yeah, you could hang it from a wire so that it reflects light and it will scare bugs.
Yes, true. You could take the disc out. This is last week's winner. He hasn't sent me his address yet. But you could take the disc out and throw it at your enemies in defense
Yes.
of yourself. You could use it to reflect sun.
Yeah, you could buy a whole bunch of them and make a sort of scale mail armor. No, other way out, so that if
But
you
the
were
holes.
casually attacked with a laser, it would
See,
defend
the
it.
problem with that.
Yeah. You just need 2 of them. And that's
And
what,
then
and
some
that's the level
stickers.
of our show, folks. That's what we do here. And so here's a work of genius to put what we do in stark relief. This is by Paul Simon, and this is for Sue. So my friend Sue worked as an architect in New York City, and at one time was helping oversee the mapping and measuring of the Statue of Liberty using lasers. At the same time, she was also technical drawing using pencils and paper. So there's a weird crossover in the history and in technology, and here we are. Many is the time I've been mistaken, many times confused. Yes, and I've often felt forsaken, certainly misused. But I'm alright, just wearied to my bones. Still, you don't expect to be bright and bon vivant, so far away from home, so far away from home. I don't know a soul who's not been battered, don't have a friend who feels at ease. I don't know a dream that's not been shattered or driven to its knees. But I'm alright, we've lived so well so long. Still, when I think of the road we're traveling on, I wonder what's gone wrong. Can't help it, I wonder what's gone wrong. And I dreamed I was dying. I dreamed that my soul rose unexpectedly, looking back down at me, smiled reassuringly. And I dreamed I was flying, and high up above my eyes could clearly see the Statue of Liberty sailing away to sea. dreamed us flying. We come on the ship they call the Mayflower. We come on a ship that sailed the moon. We come in the age's most uncertain hour and sing an American tune. But I'm alright, I'm alright, I'm alright. I can't be forever blessed. Still, tomorrow's gonna be another working day, and I'm trying to get some rest. That's all I'm trying, to get some rest. Paul Simon's American Tune.
You have to hand me the little thing. Where did it?
I have to hand her the little thing.
Where's the thing?
Which is the little... Oh, sorry.
I can't. If you're at home, you can do that by just clicking the little hearts and the likes and all the things. All the things
Click
is
all
a
the things.
pretty easy thing for me to just use to describe
All the things.
all the things.
Or just that.
We should do one without instruments. What can we do without instruments?
Oh, I don't know. Do we have any birthdays?
Is there anyone that has a birthday today?
I'll bet there is.
There's a good 30-second lag, so we're gonna banter for 30 seconds while we wait for you to answer.
Quickly.
And I
And the
dropped all
sooner
my...
you tell us it's your birthday, whether it is or not, the sooner we'll get back to doing something that you like.
But in the meantime, you could also be like, what was that address again they gave me? Patreon.com.
Patreon.com.
/Guy Forsyth.
Wow. /Guy Forsyth. /Guy Forsyth.
No, that's /, not //.
Oh.
But if you go to Guy Forsyth
I'm just
on
your
Patreon,
/
and you want to make him your /, you could do that today.
Make Guy Forsyth your /.
Do that. Do it.
More
Say,
cowbell.
do
We have a request for more cowbell.
I don't even have
We
a
haven't had
cowbell.
any cowbell, so any addition of cowbell would, in fact, be more.
Sorry, Steve.
Yeah. So.
No birthdays. So Kim Yarbrough's clapping.
Thank you, Kim.
We could do. Oh, we can't do that one because no one's birthday.
Oh, that's so sad. It's tragedy, really.
Well, I left all my things. I'm gonna get that, and then we'll do the Whitney Houston tune.
All right, sure.
Yeah. Think. And I need to move this camera up a smidge.
So,
Smidge.
get to play this nifty nylon string guitar. I haven't. The very first guitar that I started to learn on came from my friend David Maloney, and it was a nylon string guitar. This a classical sort of style guitar, where the strings are made out of nylon, or what they refer to as catgut, because in fact, at a certain point, it was catgut. So, but this is just plastic here. But I learned on a nylon string guitar, and I haven't had one for 30 plus years. And so this is exciting to me to get to play this instrument, which I got from the fine people at South Austin Music. And when I say got from them, I paid. But it is a beautiful sounding instrument. And
I just want to say hi to Barbara Nesbitt and Kevin Russell.
hey!
Hey, guys!
Hey, Barbara! We sure miss you. Barbara Nesbitt is in a band that we are all in together called the Honeysuckle Sage Riders
Cha-cha-cha.
that does classic country from before it started to be a problem. So.
Why is it a problem?
Well, all you got to do is listen to country radio to find out the answer to that question.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the Eagles too, but you know, I also like me some Hank Williams. I'm just saying. And
Well,
we might do some Hank Williams, I think, just to, but you know.
I like me some Whitney Houston. This is probably one of the first songs I ever learned. When I was little, I didn't know what it was about. I just knew I found a cassette tape I wasn't allowed to have, and I learned it. So this is going out to all you rule breakers out there. Make sure that you're all right with the repercussions of your actions, but enjoy yourself. A few stolen moments is all that we share. You got your family to be free. You said be patient, just wait a little longer. That's just an old fantasy. I got to get ready, just a few minutes more. Gonna get that old feeling when you walk through the door. 'Cause tonight is the night we're feeling alright. We've been making love the whole night through. I'm saving all my love for you. No other woman is gonna love you more. 'Cause tonight is the night for feeling alright. We'll be making love the whole night through. I'm saving all my love, saving all my love, saving all my love for you. For you. Yeah, for you. You know I am. I'm saving all my love for you. I winked with one eye. I'm not good at winking. I always wink with both eyes.
Oh yeah,
Proud and proud.
that's trouble.
So what are you gonna do with your little guitar there?
Oh well, so this is a song that the Kingston Trio had a hit. The Kingston Trio were part of the great folk scare of the 1960s, and they used to dress in adorable matching outfits.
Wow.
Here's a song about drinking. Scotch and soda, jigger of gin. Oh, what a spell you've got me in. Oh my, do I feel high. Dry martini is mud in your eye. Baby, do I feel high? Oh me, oh my, do I feel high. People won't believe me. They'll think that I'm just bragging, but I could feel the way I feel still be on the wagon. All I need is one of your smiles, the sunshine of your eye. Oh me, oh my, do I feel higher than a kite can fly? Give me loving, baby, I feel high. People won't believe me. They'll think that I'm just bragging, but I could feel the way I feel still be on the wagon. All I need is one of your smiles, sunshine of your eye. Oh me, oh my, do I feel higher than a kite can fly? Oh, give me loving, baby, I feel high.
Oh, man, I'm not prepared.
You like me. You really like me. You really like me.
Well, I would like to say hi to Shelly Button and Trisha Turner. Hi, guys.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for spending some time with us on this Sunday.
Oh my gosh, Sue says that her dad's 100th birthday
will have been July 27th in a week and a day. And
Well,
her
then-
dad is the most amazing. We should sing the happy birthday song for Sue's
Sure,
dad.
and we sure will.
Tell him all the amazing things.
Sue,
So cool.
I love this story. This is one of my favorite stories that I like telling. Sue's dad was a photographer in New York City. And one day there was a knock at the door. And that person came in and said, hey, we have this new job that we need somebody. And we think that you'd be really good at it. So if maybe you'd like to take a look and say, okay. So the job was to be a cameraman for television, a job that did not exist, say, a week before that. He became a live camera operator for Sid Caesar's Show of Shows and the Howdy Doody Show, and in the golden age of live television. And so my friend Sue, his daughter, when she was born, sometimes he had to take her to work because you know how it is. And there at the and she got to play at the in the Folly Room, the room where they would do sound effects for radio at 30 Rock. And that was just like, because they didn't use it anymore. That was past the time when
She grew up just hanging out with like Belushi.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No big deal. Like
So
for real though.
so
she did
this-
actually.
But this is the coolest part of the story. Go toward the 70s now. So at this point, Sue's dad is sort of the top of the tier of the cameramen and technicians. He was a real technician. Back before people had televisions, he was building televisions just around the house, apparently.
It's like, oh, see that old broken guitar? Let's make that a guitar television.
But when Saturday Night Live was created and they were going to do live television, they needed someone to oversee the whole show from the technical perspective. And Sue's dad was upset to be put in charge of it because he'd finally reached a level of his business where he didn't have to stay overnight, didn't have to work nights, and he could have normal business hours. But they put him in charge of the technical side of shooting Saturday Night Live. So when my friend Sue was about 18 years old, she was hanging out at 30 Rock with Aykroyd and Belushi,
I can't even imagine.
and dodging the cameras in the hallways so that her dad wouldn't see that she was there.
Sue, do you have pictures of this?
So, so here's a song we'd like to send out. And this is not a song that we wrote, but I think this is the best birthday song that I've ever heard. And so we try to continue doing it whenever possible. God danced the day you were born. The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God danced the day you were born. Grateful for the gift of you. Ba-boom, boom, boom. I saw him do the funky chicken, stepping and kicking in blue suede shoes. I saw him do the boogaloo too. Grateful for the gift of you. Now some folks say that long ago God couldn't dance to save his soul, but St. Peter taught him how to jelly roll. Grateful for the gift of you.
Your dad, Sue, we're grateful.
God danced the day you were born. The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God danced the day you were born. Grateful for the gift of you. I saw him do the funky chicken, stepping and kicking in blue suede shoes. I saw him do the boogaloo too. Grateful for the gift of you. Now some folks say that long ago God couldn't dance to save his soul, but St. Peter taught him how to jelly roll. Grateful for the gift of you.
Sing along.
God danced the day you were born. The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God danced the day you were born. Grateful for the gift of you. Ba-doo-doo-doo. Grateful for the gift of you. Ba-doo-doo-doo. Grateful for the gift of
Hey there, Klaus. Harpin Wolf's saying hi.
Hey there.
He says that's the best birthday song ever.
We think so too. We wish we wrote it, but
Our
we
neighbor Hot Amy's watching. She says she likes our backdrop.
well, that's pretty good.
Dad, Steve, your daddy,
Yes.
has
Hi, Dad.
requested Mercy now. So
Got it.
of course we got to do that for you. And we still have 3 more of the house tour shirts that just got remade, and they're coming out to you guys. It's 3 months ago. Yes, we know. If you're like, hey, here's some facts, we're going to be like, yeah, we know about them. And then we'll be like, we're working on it. And then we'll be like, it's a one-man shop. But also, we got your shirts, and they were messed up, so we had to reorder them for you because we want you to get them and have them be perfect. But we're going to send you a special gift out with that, too. It's going to
That's
be
right.
like...
We're sending you the grandchildren.
And with your shirt, you get 2 teenage girls. What are you doing?
Mercy now?
Oh, okay. With your fancy setup here.
Yeah, my orthodonture, definitely.
I don't know. I can't. Y'all saw me
It's
just
my
try to play
plant.
my guitar. I can't imagine trying to like. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this and that and that.
So this is a Mary Gaucher song, who also is doing some really
Huge fan of hers.
really impressive shows on the internet. So you should take a look around for Mary Gaucher.
Mary Gaucher and Jamie, right? Jamie Harris.
Yeah.
My father used a little mercy now. Truths of his labor slowly falling right to the ground. His work's almost over. Soon he won't be around. I love my father. Use some mercy now. My brother, use a little mercy now. He's a prisoner to freedom, shackled by his fear and his doubt. The pain that he lives with is more than living will allow. I love my brother. He can use some mercy now. The church and my country could use a little mercy now. As I sink into a poison pit, it's gonna take forever to climb back. Carry the weight of the faithful who follows man down. I love my church and country. We can use some mercy now. Every living thing can use some mercy now. Only the hand of grace can end the race towards another mushroom cloud. People in power do what it takes to keep their crown. I love life. Use some mercy now. Play some harmonica for us. We could use some mercy now. I know we don't deserve it, but we need it anyhow. We dangle in the balance between hell and hollow ground. Every one of you can use some mercy now. Yeah, we can use some mercy now. Yeah, we could use some mercy now.
Beautiful.
Mary Gaucher, ladies and gentlemen. So I've got this G harmonica in here, and I can play this other tune. So we'd like to send this song out to everybody in the audience that's concealing a tattoo. Dad, I know it's there. Jack's out walking, you know he's tired of talking. Knows he's got to get out soon. He jumps a chain link fence and he dances in the traffic to the shop where she bought her tattoo. Now Rose cries on my shoulder, tell my shirt's cold and damp. Says that Jack's gonna take her apart. You know he never laid a hand on her, that's never been the case. But you know that he's blooded hard. We got dragons and daggers, tigers, roses and hearts, long-legged ladies, ship skulls and sharks. You know it's a guilty scroll with anything you gotta say, and it will never go away. And it will never go away. He says, Guy, I just don't know what to do. Well, how can I love her this much and be sick of her too? I told her right to her face she could do what she wants to. She's tried every trick she knows just to keep him right up there to changing the skin. She's got a twist of thorns and a single red rose. They were cut with a stainless steel pen. We got dragons and daggers, tigers, roses and hearts, long-legged ladies, ship skulls and sharks. You know it's right below the belly, so that no one else can see. You know he'll be saving all his love for me. That's what she said. Saving all her love for me. Simple ones that are always gonna get you, like a flower on your back or your thigh. Cause if they don't smell just as sweet as you hoped, you can hide them away from your eye. She says, Guy, I just don't know what to do. Well, how can I hate him this much and still want him to? Spears and daggers and that old Harley first. And if they ever ask you, damn right it hurts, but the sting is the thing. That's what they say. And it will never go away. And it will never go away. And it will never go away. Can't be lost or stolen. And it will never go away. Get yourself a personal piece of artwork. And it will never go away. Express yourself. And it will never go away. Wear your scars with pride. And it will never go away. And it will never go away. Dr. Vibe says he's played that song for everyone who's ever inked him.
Inked him.
That's an expression
Oh!
for getting a tattoo.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I don't know about all that because I have one.
There's a great tattooer, as he would say, because he disliked the term tattooist.
Tattooist?
Tattooist. Sonny Tufts from Philadelphia, who I got to hang out with some, and that was where I learned about a lot of the terms and like Sailor Jerry's work. And
I love
and
Sailor Jerry.
The sort of thick 8-point or 10-point line work, which is, I think, just beautiful. If you have the old copy of the record Needle Gun, where that's the track of that, we came up with a different tattoo design for each of the songs. I thought that was fun.
That's true. When I was little, I have one tattoo. It's this ring one. But when I was little, I loved Popeye the Sailor Man. And he always said, "I swear by my tattoo." And so then when I was little, until I was like 5, anytime anyone made me make a really big promise I really meant, I'd say, "I swear by my tattoo." And my mom loves, I would just say "too," apparently ridiculous. I'm going to the Venmo real quick because we've got some donations, which is really cool.
Thank you so much. Yes, we are trying to make a living in the music industry.
It's true.
We are quarantined here at home, and while the way we prefer to do it is to travel around and bring the music to you. Right now, that's the wrong thing to be doing, and I'd like to thank everyone that is staying in quarantine. I'd like to thank everyone who's wearing masks. I'd like to thank everybody who's taking care of everybody around you. If you look around at the world, you can tell that other countries have really beaten back the virus, and they're doing an excellent job at it. And even places like Italy, where it got really dire for a while, they realized that they needed to work together and to do what they could to try to slow the spread of the coronavirus. Now, I realize that the science at this point is still in its infancy in its study of this particular novel virus, and so we're not 100% sure about all the ways that it acts, but it's pretty clear that it's passed through droplets in the air. So you can definitely cut back on the amount of droplets that you're spewing, and please, everyone, cut back on the droplets you're
your
spewing
droplets on
by
me.
wearing a mask if you are around other people. So it looks like it doesn't exist on surfaces in the same way that it was initially thought, and all of this is, of course, being updated by scientists as they are figuring stuff out, and we should be listening to those scientists. We need to be able to share that information. We need to give the scientists all the tools that they have. So remember, this is not a political issue. This is a health and safety issue. That's been proven by what's happened around the world. This is not a plot to try to control the election. This is a pandemic, a emergency. So don't make this political. This is not political. This is about caring for your fellow Americans.
That's right, folks. You heard it right here. Guy Forsyth Band from Guy Forsyth.
I'm Guy Forsyth, and I approve this message.
He does. And then back to the donation bit real quick.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We have these CDs. We're going to send one out. We've gotten 2 donations today, which is really
Yay,
cool.
thank you.
A really huge thank you to Phyllis. She sent us such a generous donation. Thank you, Phyllis.
Thank you, Phyllis.
And Stephen Young also sent a donation, which is really
Thank you,
nice because
Steve.
Stephen tunes in all the time, so thank you for doing that. But they're now in the raffle for this. And if you guys already have this album, we'd be happy to let you pick any of them that we have that we'll sign and send to you. So awesome. And I'll stop talking.
They make
about
great
that now.
gifts.
Yeah. Oh, subscribe. Here.
Or if you have somebody you don't like, you could lick it and hand it to them. Sorry.
Don't do that. So subscribe here. Subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Find us on all the things. Just play a song. I don't know. I'll keep talking to all these people. Ooh, this is my favorite song right
I'm
now.
gonna take this off. There we go.
All the women need this song. Just buy this song when we release it. It's not released yet. And then when it's released, every time that your husband is wrong about something, just play this song. Don't say anything. Just play the song on repeat.
What if that girl is right and I don't see it? And she's right in front of my face. What if tonight's the night and I don't seize it? And this is just a brush with grace. What if that girl is right? What if that girl is right? 'Cause I've been wrong, and I've been wrong for so long. A righteous clown who doubles down when the moment's gone. And through it all, after I take my fall, well, there's one person standing at my curtain call. What if that girl is right and I don't see it, and it's right in front of my face? What if tonight's the night and I don't seize it, and this is just a brush with grace? What if that girl is right? What if that girl is right? Because this is not my first rodeo. It's not even my second rodeo.
Not even his fifth rodeo.
No, really. I mean, like, my life really up to this point has been a succession of rodeos. One rodeo after another. And man, some of those rodeos were amazing. It was just devastating. I mean, they were tall, short, big. It's been really great. But at a certain point, you have to look ahead. And you have to realize there's probably less rodeos ahead of you than there are rodeos behind you. And at that point, that increases the value of the rodeo. So you have to try to work really hard to get the best possible value out of every It's my pride keeps me dissatisfied. Well, it's a story that I tell myself, but it's true that I lied. Oh, of some celestial version, a super heroine, unlikely to condescend for me to put my needle in. That girl is right, and I don't see it, and she's right in front of my face. What if tonight's the night, and I don't seize it, and this is just a brush with grace? What if that girl is right, and I don't see it, she's right in front of my face? What if tonight's the night, and I don't seize it, and this is just a brush with grace? Just a brush with grace, just a brush with grace.
Nice. That's nice. Well, what will we do now? I have no idea. We've got these over here.
Well, why don't we do that song from Hatfits and Kara?
Oh, okay. Do you need a retune?
No, I'll be there in a second.
Cool. So as guys said, this is a song from our friends Hatfits and Kara. Those of you that tune in all the time, you probably could recite the story as well as we say it. But I actually have a really lengthy interview with Kara about this, and I should post it. I just haven't had the time.
We might do that on one of the upcoming TV shows.
Sure. Guy can put that on one of the upcoming TV shows. That'd be fun. Which, speaking of, we have this coming Wednesday at 9 p.m. I believe that it's going to be about the players in Guy Forsyth Band, but shockingly enough, I'm having a hard time getting them to send me any material because they're not frontmen. They don't want to be in the front. They don't want to be on the camera. But this is Going Home by Hot Fits and Kyra Robinson.
Let us sink into the wall with the red rain. Then we fall all upon the fallen street. Memories keep coming back. They're like, I'm alright, Jack. Keep your hand off my stack. Jumped off a plane. I'm 14 all over again. Please explain what's the music I'm hearing. Keep on playing. This red brick, it stands before me. This brick that's made from the blood and sand of my history. Each like taxi stays on the right side, sharing the history of its own divide. Nobody told me it was over. Nobody told me it would be this way. How in the world did you find me? How in the world? I'm going, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Nobody told me it was over. Nobody told me it would be this way. How in the world did you find me? How in the world? I'm going, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going
Well, going
It all began. Yeah.
good song. Mhm.
I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. I don't need more clothes if I'm not freezing. And I don't want a love that I can't feel. I can't use a pretty lie just to help me pass my time. Love only matters when it's real. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. Now I met a man, made $1 million, built himself a mansion up on high, and he worked hard every day until his strength passed him away. And now he sits and watches lovers passing by. Well, I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. So I gave my girl a watch that shine with diamonds, prettiest watch you would ever find. She left it in the drawer when she walked right out my door. Turns out all she needed was my time. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. Now I know you can tell I'm not a rich man. Expect you know I'm not a rich man's son. But you should run and play, gather roses while you may. Can't buy your time back when it's done. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. Whoa, they don't matter when they are not there.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. So it's going to be about that time. Maybe we'll do one more and then
Sure.
call it a day. And I want to experiment with something on this board here. So
Well,
if you want to send in a donation to be entered into the CD giveaway, please do so now. After this song, I'm gonna grab Guy's phone and we're
do you know
gonna...
what song you'd like to do?
Sure, hold on. I can do this next time. No problem.
No, go ahead, go.
Oh, it's all right.
I'm just trying to get ready.
It's all right. Let's do Blue Bayou. No problem. And then I can do all of that stuff. Does anyone have any cover songs they think we should learn? Is there anything out there that you'd like us to do that we aren't doing? Please subscribe to our feed here on Facebook and also on YouTube. If you aren't subscribed to us on YouTube, please do so. If you have someone that would like to watch our show but they don't have Facebook, we do stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So perhaps they can tune in there. And we do have our show on Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. You can watch online, or if you're local here in Austin, I think you can also watch it on a lot of broadband TV show channels, and I'll share that link again this week. St. James Infirmary Blues, Johnny Cash and June Carter music. Any song you want. Austin Music Spot. What's the Austin Music Spot, I wonder? Hey, Austin Music Spot. Write in the comments what you guys are all about, and I'll read it. I'm curious.
Feel so bad, got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind, Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times, Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday. Come on, me to Blue Bayou, where the thirst of fine world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see that familiar sunrise, sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Gonna see my baby again. Gonna be with some of my friends. Maybe I'll feel better again. Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times, Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday. Come on, me to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine, world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see the familiar sunrise, sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Oh, that boy of mine by my side, the silver moon and the evening tide. Oh, one sweet day to take away this hurt inside. I'll never be blue, dreams come true on Blue Bayou. Hey, thank you. Thank you.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in. My name is Guy Forsyth. This is Jessica Bailey Forsyth. We have a Patreon account, so if you'd like to be able to support us, if you'd like to be able to, or I'm sure you are able to, or if you are able to, and even if you're not able to, we appreciate your support here. And we have a Patreon account where you could subscribe to us, or you could donate a small amount of money, or even a large amount of money.
I mean, if you're
to
already
either
donating at $5 a
Patreon
month,
or- yeah.
they could increase it. We had 2 Patreon members increase their monthly donations this month.
That's very
because
nice.
we're going to start doing a once a month exclusive concert just for Patreon patrons, where we'll do it on Zoom. So you have to have a code to get in, and we'll be able to see your face. We'll talk back and forth. It's an interactive experience. It's going to be lots of fun. So, but if you want to participate in that, jump over to Patreon and join it. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to your email, and we're going to check out donations really quick. If you want to tell them a little about that while I do it, that'd be great.
Donations are when you give money to someone.
Great job, guys.
Just trying to help. And so we want to thank the people who've donated during this time period for the show. And we are going to do a raffle where we take their names down and we will use the random number generator.
The random number generator.
So we can send out a CD to you, or even a DVD if you're into that sort of thing.
I mean, yeah, we do have a DVD too. We could send a CD DVD, which would be cool too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to get this. If you want to play something, you should just do one more so that I can do this. I don't want him to have to sit here while I figure it out. Here, I'm gonna peer pressure Guy into playing this while I do this. Wow, y'all sent a lot of tickets. It's amazing. I'm just checking my Venmo one more time and we're good to go. But look at all of these. I mean, you should say thank you to these. I'm finishing it. That's
Oh, thank you.
so great.
Peter, thank you, Bonnie, thank you, Heather, thank you, Hayes, thank you, Dad, thank you, Elizabeth, thank you, Richard, thank you, Paul, thank you, Stephen, thank you, Phyllis, thank you, Pierole. So thank you guys so much. You are all in the running.
Aaron Welch.
And Aaron Welch.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my number generator now. And so the way that this works is we're going online. We're going to go to a number generator, and we will pick a number between 1 and 12. And whoever wins that, I guess I'll go do it on the camera so they can see me do it. Can you see it on the monitor there?
Yes.
Kind of. Okay, ready? Generate. Pink. Number 3. Who's number 3?
Number 3 is Paul Miller.
Paul Miller. So we need Paul Miller to send us. Paul, please send us your mailing address. And right quick before we
And
sign
if you'd
off,
like a copy of the Conspirators
Yeah.
CD, or if you have another Guy Forsyth CD that we have in stock, we will send that to you too.
or if there's anything special you wrote written on it.
Ronnie Simple was just asking if we are planning to come back to the UK with DVL. DVL is the blues band that's made up of some of the great players from the Hoax.
Yeah.
And
just had an album
Yeah,
come out
I'm
too.
certainly planning on it, but I don't know when it will be right now, because people in Europe shouldn't be allowing people from America into Europe because of
making
the
bad
rate
choices.
of infections in the US. So we have to get this thing beat before that's likely. So the answer is yes.
Yes. We are talking with our European booking manager right now. We're going to try and come back. It's probably going to be 2022.
It's entirely possible it will be 2022.
Because we're not even going to play out in public in America until 2021.
That's
probably.
possible too.
Inside a
Yes,
building, inside inside of something.
Yeah, in a container, which
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
We just heard from a friend.
Who knows what the way it's going to look? We certainly want to.
Oh,
and,
big time.
As soon as we think it would be a good thing to do, we will. But we love our fans, and we don't want to kill them.
Oh, no, we don't.
We don't.
We really don't. We played in a cul-de-sac outside yesterday, and the cul-de-sac had all the neighbors come out in the driveways and everything. It was beautiful. It was social distance. So that's kind of more what we're looking for. If you'd like to host an online party, we could do that too, where we give you an exclusive link, and you can send that link to all your friends all over the world. And you can actually have up to 1,000 people during the show, which would be really fun. The most we've done is like 80. I think.
But in Zoom, you can see the other people who are watching the show,
And you can hear applause.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And if you want to drink, that means that the
we can cheer
the
each
way
other.
home is easy.
Yeah, you just stay there or fall over maybe. Then we had Austin Music Spot answered and said that they Austin Music Spot interview, publish, advertise, and love for every Austin musician. It's
Excellent.
their hobby, not their profession, and they have all the social media outlets. And they are personally a music therapist, which is beautiful.
That's wonderful.
That's beautiful. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to have you back. And Paul, send us your mailing address. If you're sad you didn't win, it's okay. You don't have to wait that long to try again. Tomorrow, you can join the show and try to win again.
And our show tomorrow starts at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. All right.
That's right.
I'm going to hit the off button, or you could just stay here and keep talking because people are asking questions.
Well, yeah, keep sending stuff.
Someone has a question. They want to know how are we playing the tambourine and we aren't using our hands?
With my foot. Yes, desperation. I'm looking. Just I have really enjoyed getting to play with drummers over the years, and I miss it. I really like the Jason Isbell quote where he says, "When this whole pandemic thing is done, I'm going to do everything with a drummer behind me, including going to the store." So, I'm playing a porchboard bass, which is sort of a thump with my foot.
I can actually
doesn't
use it.
actually play the notes, but it plays the.
Here,
but
I'll
it gives
show
me
everyone.
a little bit of percussion. Let's take a look at some of the gear that we're using right
why
now.
not? I mean, I have to turn the thing back on here.
Yep, and my cool Pumas.
All right, and here we go.
And my Health Alliance for Austin Musician socks.
Ooh, sweet. All right, so now you can tell them we're looking at your pedal, your porch board.
This is a porchboard bass, which is basically a really well manufactured and engineered thump. It doesn't actually play any notes, but it provides this nice full bass sound. And I've got a little bass amplifier behind me that I'm running it through. On my other foot, I have a little jingle, a little mini tambourine, the type that is usually suggested for cajon players. But it works really well for what I'm doing. And the trick with this sort of thing is less is more. So there's that. And most importantly, we have the Indulgophone, the most dangerous musical instrument that was ever invented.
Oh man, is that all your fancy things that you have here? And then here is our living room. This is the other side of what you're not seeing here. We have a giant piece of sheet metal that we like to use magnets on to hold lyrics up.
I'm going to play this big sheet of sheet metal next time.
We got all your comments here and our notes here. Yeah, very exciting. So thanks for tuning in. I guess I'll selfie mode it now. Mm-hmm. We'll just do it like this. Thanks for tuning in, and we sure love you. And I guess we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Bring some of your friends. Let's try and get the stream back to 100. That'd be great. And now I'm